is December 27th, and it's my birthday. And I'm having a really hard time because my grandma's not here.
But she's here in spirit.
Yeah. Deep breath. I hate this because I feel like almost all my videos I'm crying in, but you know, my relapse started at a bad time in my life. It was really stressful, and then it just kept getting worse and worse, and then my grandma got sick, and then she got worse and worse, and then, you know, it's like hitting me now. And her birthday is Christmas Eve, and so I had a pretty emotional Christmas, and now I can wear mascara and it's gonna run. But I want to do a video because I got a couple really great responses on YouTube, and today I wanted to talk about how you get a definite diagnosis. And Lynn, there's a girl named Lynn who wrote to me. She is 22 years old, so it's like finally somebody who's around my age that, you know, that can relate to me and I can relate to her. But she hasn't been diagnosed with MS, but she has similar symptoms. So, Lynn, this one is for you. I went online and I got information from the Mellon Center for Multiple Sclerosis Research at the Cleveland Clinic. And I got some information. See, me personally, I was first given an MRI, and that showed that I had multiple lesions on my brain. And then I also was given a spinal tap, and that showed that it's called your cerebrospinal fluid, and it's fluid that that runs through your brain and your spinal cord. It like circulates through the ventricles in your brain, and it goes through your spinal cord. So they test your brain and your spinal cord to see if there's some sort of problem, and that usually, at least that worked for me. Lynn had a blood test done. Now I've read about this, and it says that blood tests, that some doctors order blood tests to help rule out conditions that mimic MS, but blood tests alone won't give you a diagnosis for MS. And before I continue, my tremors, like you saw that I was emotional, and this holiday was really hard, and my tremors have increased significantly. So that just shows you what stress does, and you know, the emotions are affected. But I wanted to go through all of these things. My recommendation, if you think that you have MS or you have symptoms, it's really hard because there are so many different things that are related, like fibromyalgia, and I can't even, my mom and I went through a whole list today, and of course I can't think of them right now because of my short-term memory. But there are lots of things that are similar to each other. You know, like MS has symptoms that are very similar to like rheumatoid arthritis, different things like that. So to find out that you have MS, my recommendation, go see a neurologist, because they will examine, they'll go over your own medical history, because everybody is so individual and everybody is so incredibly different, and it's such a deceptive disease. They look at your medical history, and then they do different tests. And like I said, for me it was a spinal tap and an MRI, and they looked at my cerebrospinal fluid, and that's how I got my diagnosis. And blood tests do sometimes, they do help. They are a test that they take, but a blood test alone won't give you a diagnosis. So you have to go see a neurologist, and they will determine, according to what you've been through, what tests will give you an accurate diagnosis.
4 minutes left.
Okay, let's see. That's pretty much, I wrote a lot down, but I kind of wrote a lot of the same things. So I think I kind of got everything out. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And again, I got this online. I just typed in Diagnosing MS. So you can do that. And Lynn, I hope this helped you. Go see, she had a test from her primary physician. And I suggest going to a neurologist because it definitely, you need like a picture of your brain. But I'm going to end on a really positive note. Lynn, you have no idea how helpful it was for me when I read your note. I started crying because it meant a lot to me. And it's just nice to know there's someone else my age that is having similar symptoms. And I want to help you and everybody else. But also there was a man who wrote to me from Saudi Arabia. And I got so excited. Hello, Waid. I hope I said your name right. But he said that they are waiting for Thai Sabri to get there in Saudi Arabia and the Gulf. So I hope that it gets there soon. It's working well for me. And I keep everybody who writes to me in my prayers. And also, I'm going for my 3rd infusion tomorrow. So far I haven't had any side effects, and I'll keep doing reports to show my progress because I know it takes a while to kick in to your system, but my tremors are really, really bad because I'm so emotional, and it's so hard to spend my first Christmas and birthday without Grandma. But, yeah, so I hope that was kind of helpful. I mean, I'm kind of rambling because my mind is all over the place, but go see a neurologist, tell them your symptoms, and they will evaluate you and determine what tests they think will help you get the best diagnosis. Okay.
Where are we going right now?
Oh, we're for my birthday every year since I was a little girl. That's probably Anthony, my boyfriend, calling. Ever since I was really little, we have gone to a Mexican restaurant in downtown Detroit called Xochimilco's, and it's one of my favorite restaurants. And I'm Italian, I cook Italian, I mostly eat Italian, but on my birthday I like Mexican. So
and what happened in 1st or 2nd grade when you had to?
When I was in 2nd grade, my teacher was Mexican, and her name was Ms. Vasquez, and we had to do this project where you had to talk about your favorite restaurant, and
What were the other kids writing down?
You know, McDonald's, Wendy's, you know, all the fast food restaurants, and I raised my hand and I was like, Mrs. Vasquez, I said, how do you spell Xochimilco's? And that was pretty funny. So I've been going there for a long time, and the owner knows who I am, so I usually get a pretty good seat. But anyway, sorry for all the emotions. It's annoying, I know, but I figured it's good to show to help you all know that you're not alone. So that's my report. I will report back next week and talk about how the infusion went, and we'll see if my tremors have decreased at all. So thank you, and I will report back next week. Okay, bye.